Romans chapter 12, verse number 11. Not slothful in business, fervent in spirit, serving the Lord. Give me the Message translation. Message translation. Don't burn out. Keep yourselves fueled and aflame. Be alert, servants of the Master. Keep yourself. These are the verbs in Christianity. Verbs. You keep yourself. It's not God that keeps you aflame. You keep yourself fueled. You keep yourselves aflame. Be alert, servants of the Master. Give me the amplified of that same scripture. Never lag in zeal and in earnest endeavor. Be aglow and burning with the Spirit, serving the Lord. Serving the Lord. You cannot claim to be a fervent Christian without serving. If you are focused on spiritual growth, you will be focused on service. If you are focused on spiritual growth, you will be focused on service. Focusing on your spiritual growth without service is selfishness. Focusing on your spiritual growth without service is selfishness. And you are not even growing at all. That is why Brother Paul will say something like Romans chapter 1 verse 9. Look at what Brother Paul said. Romans chapter 1 verse 9. For God is my witness, whom I serve with my spirit in the gospel of his Son. Where am I serving? In the gospel of his Son. In the gospel of his Son. I serve with my spirit in the gospel of his Son. Then observe this quality. That without ceasing. So service is without ceasing. That without ceasing. There is a consistency to service that will be rewarded. There is a consistency to service that will be rewarded. You do not serve God according to your terms. You serve God on his own terms. It's like those of you that do supplies for multinational companies like Mobil, like Shell, like Chevron. When you bid for a job and they award you a job, in your letter of award, there are specifications for whatever they are demanding from you. You must go and source for what they are demanding from you anywhere in the world where that specification is guaranteed. Because if you don't supply them, even if it is what they are looking for, but something is missing very little, they will reject your supply. I know a lot of contractors who have told me, I supplied something to Mobil, Nigeria. They turned it down just because of one little question. There was something they asked for that was not there. It is insignificant. No. You think it is insignificant. But the people that gave you the contract know what they are looking for. You don't serve God and tell God, God, wait, let us do it like this. You are not the master. That's why many people have problem even in their places of work. Obedience must be total. You must supply according to specification. So in serving, you serve according to specification. That's why Brother Paul took time to show you the quality or the specification for that service. Romans chapter 1 verse 9. Put it up again. He says, for God is my witness, whom I serve with my spirit in the gospel of his Son, that without ceasing, that's critical. That without ceasing, whether I feel it or I don't feel it, whether I am well or I am sick, whether I am excited or unexcited, whether I have money or I don't have money, whether the times are favorable or they are not favorable, without ceasing, put that scripture back again, without ceasing, I make mention of you always in my prayers. So he was serving them, and by implication serving God without ceasing. That's the specification there. Without ceasing. Without ceasing. Be steadfast, immovable, always abounding. Another quality there. Always abounding in the work of the Lord. For as much as you know So there is something to know that will make you to be constant, always abounding, for as much as you know. So you've got to know that your labor is not in vain things. Always abounding, unmovable, okay, steadfast, always abounding, without ceasing. Very important. Please take note of that. Romans chapter 12 verse 1. I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. Your body. So my spirit, my body. Verse 2. And be not conformed, some of you, to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. The renewing of your mind, that you may prove that which is good and acceptable and perfect will of God. So I serve God with my mind. I serve God with my spirit. I serve God with my body. I serve God with everything I have. So service is spirit, soul, and body. In fact, the Old Testament said, you will love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your might, and with all your soul. That's Old Testament. But yes, now that you are born of God and born again, your body is bought with a price, your spirit is brand new, your mind is undergoing renewal, you can love the Lord with all your heart, your soul, and with all your strength. Loving God is loving the brethren. Loving God is loving his church. Loving God is loving his body. You can't afford to be selfish. Loving God is loving his body. We serve God with all. You cannot love him and not love his church.